1, 2, 3.
This is Mike from MPCstuff.com, and we're going to show you now how to install the MPCstuff Envision LCD screen for the MPC 2000. It's fairly simple on the MPC 2000 compared to the 2000 XL. These are brand new screens, only available at MPCstuff.com. So first things first, we're going to start by taking the casing off. Alright, to take our casing off is pretty simple on the MPC 2000. First things first, you're going to take off on the sides. You're going to see 2 screws on each side, so you're going to take those out. Mine are already out of here, so don't worry. The back, 1, 2, 3 here, and then on the underside you're going to have 3 here, here, and here holding this plastic front panel. Once you get those out, you'll be able to pull the front panel off, and underneath the front panel you're going to see 3 more screws, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to want to take off your slider cap, and then at this point the casing for the MPC 2000 will pull right off. Once we're in the MPC 2000, you'll notice the LCD screen is pretty easy to access. There's screw holes here and here, so you need to pull those screws out so we can release the LCD screen. So we're going to need a small screwdriver because there's such small Phillips screw heads on there. So use a small, it can be an eyeglass screwdriver or just anything with a really, really small tip to get those out. Alright, once you have the screws out, you're going to be able to release the LCD screen. You'll see that back here there's a little clip holding it in. You're going to pull up 2 sides of the clip on each side. It just pulls up like this, and that'll allow the cable to be released. Then below that, you're going to notice there's also another cable going on to an inverter. With our new screens, we're no longer going to need this inverter at all, although there's no real reason to take it out of the machine. You might as well keep it in there, but we are going to unhook it. So we're going to unhook the white wire from this side of the inverter, and on the other side, you're going to see the power wire to it, and you're going to unhook this power wire here. Basically, we're just unhooking the inverter because we don't need it. We don't need it to interfere with anything, so we're going to get rid of that. So let me unhook these cables and get the LCD screen out of the way, and then I'll show you how to install the new LCD screen. Again, as you can see here, I've unhooked this power cable to the inverter on this side, and you can see I've taken the other cable from our LCD off. So now I have this completely out, and we're going to put this aside, and now we're going to go ahead and put the new one in. Now let's take a look at the LCD screen itself. It's a 2-piece now. This is what we call the controller board, which is going to go our next step that we're going to install. And this here is the LCD itself. So this is going to install on top of here after we get this installed. As you can see on here, there's an invert mode. The way it's set up now is non-invert, but if I was to move this pin over and cover both pins, that would send it into that invert mode. I'll show you the invert and non-invert mode at the end of the video so you can see the difference. But for now, we're going to install it this way. So now we're going to install the control PCB board, which is very simple. You just have your ribbon cable here. It's going to go in just like this into the connector. And then you're going to push both sides of this connector piece. Kind of hard to see here, but each side, just like you pulled it out, push them down to lock it in place. And what I suggest doing is you can kind of take this long ribbon and put it underneath, and then we're going to put this down here, so now we can put the screws in. The reason the cable's a little longer is because it's made for the MPC 2000 XL and 2000, so for the 2000 XL it needs a longer ribbon cable. So like I said, tuck that in, and now we're going to screw this down and get ready to put the LCD on. Once you have the control PCB in, all you're going to do is set the LCD screen on. It only goes in one way. Make sure you have it in there straight, and you're going to press down. Make sure you take the screen guard off, and now we're going to put the casing back on. Now I've put the casing back on, and remember you have to put the screws in the front, this one, and this one back in. Do those 3 first, and then do the back 3, and then you're going to put your front panel on. You need the front panel to go on first before you put these side ones on because they're actually holding it in. So we're going to put our front panel on. Now that our front panel's on, we need to get the 3 screws. We need to put those in on the bottom, and then we can proceed with putting the screws in the side, and then we'll be all finished. Now I'm going to show you how the LCD screen works. Now as you can see, we've installed the LCD screen on the MPC 2000, and we're all set. As you can see, it's a brighter, and now I'm going to show you how the screen can be inverted so you can have it black on, with the white writing. This is the standard look screen, and now I'm going to switch the little jumper pin that we showed you before. If you put the jumper pin to invert, I'm going to show you what that looks like now. And here it is in inverted mode. It's kind of a cool thing, kind of makes it look like a black screen, and that's when you put the jumper to cover both jumper panels.